Is Khamzat going to be able to take me down? Absolutely. Absolutely, he'll be able to take me down. This is how a fight works. I would hope so. Isn't he like some Swedish champion or something? I would hope he could take me down. But then he has to deal with me on the ground, and he has to keep me there. Can I take Khamzat down? Absolutely. Am I going to take Khamzat down? Absolutely. I'm not scared of Khamzat wrestling. I'm not evading. I'm not trying to stay off the ground with Khamzat. That's the mistake everybody makes.
When Dricus Du Plessis was asked about his upcoming title defense, he simply said, "This one's going to be special." And when challenger Khamzat Chimaev was pressed for his response, just 3 words: smash everybody.
Khamzat Chimaev is next.
Do you think it's different with Du Plessis?
He can wrestle. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. He hits hard, and he's a big, durable dude. But I don't know if he's going to be able to wrestle with that guy. Like, I don't know, man. The Khamzat's skill is so high level, it makes me wonder. In terms of, like, the grappling that he possesses seems magnitudes greater than anybody else in his division.
Tonight, we break down the most dangerous title fight Chicago has seen in years, celebrity predictions that have everyone talking, and why one former UFC star is calling a potential Chimaev victory an absolute disaster. Stay tuned. This is MMA Central News. Our top story tonight centers around the man they call the Boogeyman, Khamzat Chimaev. But just how intimidating is Boers? Well, we have our answer from an unexpected source.
Oh, man, I'm super confident in Khamzat on Chimaev right now. I said it from the beginning. I think he's the more skilled fighter. He's a stronger fighter. He's got a better wrestling. My only question was his cardio, right? I seen him with Gilbert Burns. I know it was a different weight class, but I was always like, DDP is a cardio machine. His technique's not the cleanest, but he's got that unorthodox style that's hard to deal with, so it messes with a lot of guys, and he's always coming. He's never stopping. He's going to wrestle. He's going to punch. He's going to kick. He's doing like all of it. Chimaev can deal with the technique aspect of it. I don't know if he could deal with the pressure, but now with him working with Sam Calavita, he's going to be a machine, man.
Former UFC heavyweight Brendan Schaub recently revealed a jaw-dropping encounter with Chimaev during a training session. Speaking on the Jackson podcast, Schaub admitted something that shocked even veteran fighters. Khamzat looked at me and went like this, intimidating look. I pretended I wasn't watching them sparring. I just stared at the wall. Bro, I felt like such a beach. He was just warming up and looked at me. When asked why he reacted that way, Schaub's response was simple. I don't know. He's scary, bro.
Look at this right now. So the Boogeyman atmosphere, you walk in here, you see Khamzat, you see Armin. They're both here. They're together.
Khamzat looked at me and went like this. I pretend I wasn't watching him spar. I just stared at the wall. I felt like such a bitch.
Why?
He was like warming up, then he looked at me and went.
Why?
I don't know. He's scary, man.
Bro, he's scary. He's like the Boogeyman. He reminds me of when I first met you, swear to God. Because when I first met you...
No, Rampage is different.
No,
fun.
But when you don't know Rampage, he's a bigger dude. I was young. I was 20 years old. And he was like, you don't know someone until you know him.
Yeah,
so you just
see him howling on TV
you
and
see his
shit
energy.
with the chains.
He's big. You're just like... Maybe scared is the wrong word. You're kind of set back. Maybe that star power finally hits you. I'm not saying I'm like super fan.
No, I'm
like,
one of the nicest guys, bro.
No, but you have an aura. Like when you walk in the room, I'm like, oh damn, that.
But his is like charisma, and you're like, oh, this can be a fun time.
Yeah, like I was
Khamzat, it's like this could get dark. It's like, am I gonna get beat up for being in here because I'm not Chechnyan or whatever? That's the vibe.
He's a nice guy, but he's a killer. You could just tell that guy was made to fight.
They're just different than us. It's just
he lived in a shoebox.
It's a different culture.
He lived in a shoebox in the gym in Sweden, underground. The coaches were telling me for 2 years or whatever. 8 in the morning classes started, midnight classes ended. He would train all day, sometimes for days at a time. Wouldn't leave the gym. Just trained and lived in this gym.
And that's in combat sports and like wrestling and fighting. That's what we do here in baseball, football, basketball. That's why there's no good Chechen football players.
When I asked Armin, I said, Armin, why is it that you're trying so hard to get Khamzat to have the camp here and helping me? Like, obviously, you're doing more than what I could ever, repay you to bring that level of a star here to Jack's Media House. And Armin said, if this guy comes...
This is coming from a former UFC heavyweight, folks. A man who stepped into the octagon with some of the most dangerous fighters on the planet. And he's admitting that Chimaev's mere presence made him uncomfortable. Joe Rogan has been proven right about Chimaev's intimidation factor, and with his unblemished record, having only faced real challenges from Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman, the aura around Boers continues to grow stronger as he prepares for his first UFC title shot.
Khamzat's a freak, man. Especially at 170.
Dude, But he can't make the weight. He's
Yeah,
too
he could.
unreliable.
He just needs to be a little bit more disciplined.
Bro.
170, he's almost unstoppable. Even when Gilbert caught him on the noggin multiple times and dropped him, remember?
Yep.
Still fucking kept going
He
like
still
that
won,
guy
yeah.
never stopped coming.
The fight world is buzzing with predictions, and some surprising voices are weighing in on UFC 319. WWE legend and former UFC fighter CM Punk has made his pick, and it might surprise you. Speaking on the Good Guy Bad Guy show, Punk stated, "That's going to be a wild main event, man. It's so hard to bet against Chimaev, you know, especially after what he did to Whitaker. But I think Dricus is smart, probably smarter than a lot of people give him credit for."
Question for Khamzat. Khamzat, we've seen a different version of you this week, a lot more calm, you've grown the hair out. But come Saturday, are we going to see the I want to everybody Khamzat, or are we going to see a different version of Khamzat?
Oh, it doesn't matter which hair I has, but I'm gonna be a Khamzat, brother. But anyway, man, I always stay the same, man. Feels amazing, gonna be the same, Khamzat. You know? Gonna take over. And Ilya Tapuri, he did work with me. He's the champ right now. I wanna be the champ as well, so they're just motivated, man.
But here's where it gets interesting. Punk ultimately favors Chimaev, showing just how dominant the perception of Boers has become. However, not everyone is on the Chimaev bandwagon. Joe Rogan himself has raised serious questions about this matchup, asking the crucial question, can Dricus stop that takedown? Rogan went on to explain Chimaev's devastating wrestling ability. Khamzat just shoots from like 15 feet away and gets a hold of your legs so quick. But when asked if Du Plessis has faced anyone of Chimaev's caliber, Rogan was brutally honest. No, we haven't seen Dricus fight anyone of that level.
Khamzat Chimaev is next.
Do you think it's different with Du Plessis?
He can wrestle. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. He hits hard, and he's a big, durable dude. But I don't know if he's going to be able to wrestle with that guy. Like, I don't know, man. The Khamzat's skill is so high level, it makes me wonder. In terms of, like, the grappling that he possesses seems magnitudes greater than anybody else in his division.
The combat sports world is divided, but one thing everyone agrees on, this fight will be explosive. Now for our most controversial segment tonight. Former UFC star Din Thomas has made a shocking claim that's sending shockwaves through the MMA community. Thomas argues that Khamzat Chimaev winning the middleweight title would be a disaster for the sport. His reasoning? Chimaev's history of fight cancellations and pullouts.
He picks him up in the beginning of the fight, drags him over to Dana White. He's talking to him. He's like, I smashed them all! I'm going to smash them all! You see this, Dana?
This concern isn't unfounded. Despite being one of the most talented fighters on the roster, Chimaev has been extremely inactive over recent years due to various factors including health issues and weight-cutting problems. Dana White has been bullish on Chimaev, stating last year, "I'm looking forward to him getting a title fight in 2025. I want him to fight in the United States." But the question remains, can Chimaev be a reliable champion who defends his title regularly?
How close was Khamzat to getting the title shot against DDP in Australia?
How close was it?
Yeah.
I mean, guys, what are you fucking? Is this tonight's stupid question night? How close was he to getting?
I'm asking you because after his win against Robert Whitaker, you said he might be next, right? So
Right.
I would just.
He's not next.
Gotcha.
How close was he? I don't know. I mean, we sit in a room every Tuesday and we pick fights.
Was he in the conversation?
He's always in the conversation.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Meanwhile, there's another storyline developing around Chimaev's growing star power. Popular streamer Aiden Ross revealed that Chimaev's team demanded $700,000 for a single stream appearance. Ross's reaction? "I've never laughed so hard in my life. It was insane."
Oh, Coffin, I actually want to tell you something really funny. I don't care. I'm going to air it out, Prismel. On God,
What?
like, I connected Prismel with one of, someone from Khamzat's team, and the guy said $700,000 to stream with Cosma. I never laughed so hard in my life.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was insane.
700K?
Yeah.
That's just bad.
With 10 million Instagram followers, more than John Jones, Israel Adesanya, and Charles Oliveira, Chimaev's market value is skyrocketing. But does this confidence translate to championship reliability? Let's go inside both camps with exclusive insights that could determine the outcome of UFC 319. From Team Du Plessis, we have bombshell predictions from the champion's main training partner, Mark Hume. Speaking exclusively to TalkSport, Hume made a bold prediction. Dricus finishes him in under 3. I can't see Chimaev lasting more than 3. He's going to come out and burn himself.
DDP and Khamzat, who do you reckon is going to win? It's just hard to say. I would normally say Khamzat would win this fight. At DDP, I don't get how he keeps winning. Obviously, there's something about him because he keeps winning. Even that is an art, knowing how to win. Every time I put my money against him, he always comes up on top.
But here's the kicker. Hume claims Du Plessis has a secret weapon that nobody has seen. I don't think people have seen the extent of Dricus's wrestling. And if I know him, it's that he's got a point to prove. If people think Khamzat is the guy to wrestle, he might just hold him off and shove his head up his ass.
I train with Dricus a lot. Dricus is actually a very, very good fighter. Crazy cardio, very physically strong. He's a very hard fight to predict. You know, I think Chimaev is going to start very strong like he always do. I do believe Dricus can kind of slow him down, don't get submitted, relax a little bit. But I do believe Dricus, if he get past that first round, I think that's the hardest part. What I think he will do, I think he's gonna pass, and then he's gonna be a nightmare for Chimaev. I think Dricus is a monster, hits very hard, doesn't break, good gas tank. I do believe Dricus is gonna beat Chimaev and remain the champion.
This is significant because it suggests Du Plessis plans to meet Chimaev in his strongest area, wrestling. From the Chimaev camp, legendary coach Khabib Nurmagomedov has given crucial advice to Boers, telling him to believe in his striking instead of burning himself out with early wrestling attempts. Recent social media posts show Du Plessis in remarkable physical condition, leading fans to double down on their predictions. One fan summed it up perfectly. Once Khamzat fails to finish the fight within the first 2 rounds, it's almost certain that DDP is going to beat him. The elephant in the room for UFC 319 is cardio. Khamzat Chimaev has never fought a 5-round fight in his professional career. Think about that. A fighter challenging for a UFC title has never been tested in championship rounds. Joe Rogan believes this could work in Chimaev's favor, stating, "You've got to think that his endurance is probably going to be better at 185 than it was at 170 because of the cut for Khamzat. 185 is really where he should have been all the way along."